You don't have to be in a corporate setting. The flexibility of being able to work at home, VAs or virtual assistants handle a lot of admin work. Not everyone is really equipped to be a virtual assistant. Today we're going to talk about what is freelancing and virtual assistant. So this is going to be your beginner's guide into freelancing and being a virtual assistant. Let me introduce myself. My name is Nia. I started off as an executive virtual assistant way back in 2021. Prior to being an EVA, I did not have any experience in freelancing, let alone virtual assistants. I just did my research, which is very few during that time. There were no content creators just like me or my friends who were actively and intentionally sharing their journey into being a virtual assistant. So I didn't have any resources way back then. I had to do all of my research in a very hard way. And most of the content creators who were sharing before are based in another country. So I didn't have any fellow Filipinos who were creating content. But now I am no longer an executive virtual assistant. I have been promoted into a training and operations manager, and I am now designing training materials and teaching new hires how to be an executive virtual assistant. First series, this is more on the introduction into freelancing and virtual assistants. So what better way to start this new format and this new series than to talk about what is freelancing and what is actually virtual assistants. This is going to be your beginner's guide in that. So come on and let's start watching. Freelancing is when you work independently. You're not joined as, or you're not an employee, and you are also offering different services to your clients. And this is why you can do freelancing remotely, because you don't have to be in a corporate setup. You're not employed by any employers. So that's what freelancing is. There are different ways for you to be a freelancer. First one is you can offer service-based work, where you can be a virtual assistant just like me, a social media manager, or a writer. Another way to be a freelancer is to have project-based gigs. And these are graphic design or web development. These are like project-specific work that would only require you to finish a whole project in a span of 3 months, 6 months, so on and so forth. So this is where it's your freelancing gig will definitely require you to continuously look for clients. And then another way for you to earn as a freelancer is for retainers, meaning you will have long-term clients and you're going to have a steady income. Now, you're going to say, but if you are a virtual assistant, aren't you supposed to be a retainer? It doesn't have to be, because when you're a virtual assistant, you specialize in different niches, which we will tackle into an upcoming video. Right now, we're focusing on describing what freelancing is and what virtual assistance is, especially if you are someone who is just learning and getting your interest peaked into freelancing and virtual assistance. Now let's talk about why freelancing is currently booming right now. That's because of, first, the increase of remote work. So since the start of the pandemic, this is also the time that I became an executive virtual assistant. That's when a lot of companies started opening their doors to hiring or outsourcing from another country, because everybody was working remotely. And a lot of companies, especially in the US or in the UK or in Australia, have seen the saving potential of hiring a remote worker or a freelancer compared to hiring in office or in-person employees. Why is it cost saving? First, they don't have to pay for an actual office. They don't have to actually provide equipment to their employees. They don't follow their employee regulations because they are hiring a service-based provider. And as a service-based provider, for example, here in the Philippines, you are an independent contractor. Here in the Philippines, for the past few years, we have been producing a lot of amazing virtual assistants that a lot of foreigners have been raving about. And that's something that we should really be very proud of. But aside from that, why is, like what we're talking about, why is freelancing or virtual assistants boom? Aside from it being, of course, fully remote work and cost savings for the employer or the client, but it's booming here specifically for the freelancers and VAs, specifically in the Philippines, because of the flexibility. We know how hard it is to go to work, to and from work. Based on news articles, it usually takes an individual 2 hours to travel from their house to their office, and then back from their office back home. So that's 4 hours total of just commuting. And the thing is, our employers do not pay us for those hours that we are commuting. They are actually just paying us within the 8 hours that we're currently working at work or in office. So the flexibility of being able to work at home, not go through the traffic, saving a lot of time of spending with the family, saving a lot of money also from commuting, is definitely what is very attractive in freelancing. And on top of that, there is continuously global demand for freelancers or VAs, because there are a lot of startups that also came from the pandemic era, and we are banking on that. There are a lot of companies that have seen the benefits of hiring VAs, and that's why freelancing and virtual assistants is currently booming year in, year out. Now that we understand what freelancing is, why it's booming, and different ways for you to earn as a freelancer, let's now dive in and talk about what is virtual assistants or being a virtual assistant. Virtual assistant is actually one of the most in-demand freelancer roles. So let's quickly define what a VA is. So it provides remote administrative, technical, or creative support to clients or companies. Common industries that hire virtual assistant, I think the number one that started it all is real estate industry. They hire a lot of VAs to do cold calling. They get a lot of transaction coordinators that help them with their documents and all of those things, a lot of technical stuff. So that's where administrative work comes in. That's one of the first industries that started hiring VAs from the Philippines. Another industry that hires VAs, e-commerce virtual assistant, wherein VAs would help online shop owners to post on their social media accounts, to post on Amazon, Etsy, so on and so forth. So anything that has to do with online shopping, that's where e-commerce virtual assistants come in. Another industry is the legal industry, wherein we have lawyers, judges, law firms. They hire what we call legal VAs. So you have specific niches. Virtual assistant is your mothership, and then you have this specialties underneath, wherein you have your legal VA, you have your social media manager, you have your real estate VAs, your e-commerce VAs, your bookkeepers, finance, so on and so forth. So you have different specialties within that umbrella of being a virtual assistant. And we're going to talk about the different niches or specialty into more detail in the next coming videos in this series. So watch out for that. If you want to learn about those niche specialties, all you have to do is subscribe to this channel and wait for the next video that comes up every Thursday of the week. Now, I hope you learned a lot about our description into what freelancing is and what virtual assistant is. We will not be able to cover everything in one video. That's why I started this series for you, especially if you're starting and getting your interest peaked into freelancing or virtual assistants. This is the perfect series for you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell so you don't miss Thursday's episode. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. I hope you learned something from this video, and I hope it excites you to become a virtual assistant, because there's so much more to learn, and there's so much benefits on becoming a virtual assistant that you would definitely enjoy. Whether you're a Filipino or my audience from different parts of the world, this is something that I would definitely like you to learn and start becoming a virtual assistant yourself. Thank you, everyone. You have a great day, and I'll see you on the next video.
Oh, yes, yes, yes. Woo!